I'm Sarah. This is Aislinn. We're going to put on our helmet. So this is where all the helmets are kept, right, Aislinn? And do you know which one is yours? Which one fits you nice? That's right. Can you go ahead and pull it out? So our helmets are arranged large, medium, small, and extra small. And Aislinn's wearing extra small number 4, so they've got a little label. When we're putting our helmet on, I like to open up this back dial as wide as it'll go. That makes it easier to get on the head, and I want to make sure that all my straps are kind of hanging free and even. So we'll put it on your head. Sometimes ponytails are a challenge, but we've just kind of tucked Aislinn's ponytail up underneath, and I'm going to tighten it up in the back a little bit with that same dial. And we're looking to see that the helmet is about 2 finger lengths above her eyebrows. We want the chin strap to be nice and snug. Usually put my finger in between the person's chin and the lock just to keep safe. If you'll turn just a little bit, Aislinn, these little movable guards can go right up underneath her ear, just about the same place as an earring. So we'll make sure they're both that way on both sides. We want to make sure that the helmet is nice and snug. So can you shake your head no and yes? All right, so it's not wiggly. Is it too tight or too loose? Just right? Sounds good. All right. Okay, so when our rider is ready with the helmet on, they're going to stand in the square to let the instructor know they're ready. And then the instructor can say, come on in, Aislinn, come meet your horse. So Taylor's got Aislinn by the hand, or sticking close to her at least, kind of watching to make sure she stays safe, and walks up to her horse. Aislinn walks up, she's going to give her horse a horseman's handshake. So she's going to hold her hands with her fingers curled under, almost like a fist, so that Buck can smell her. And once he's done that, then she's free to pet him on the shoulder. And sometimes we do some ground activities at this point. Sometimes we lead the horse, sometimes we do some other things on the ground, but I think today, for shortening our video, we're going to go ahead and get mounted up at the steps. Okay? So Aislinn, I will meet you at the steps. Okay, and Hannah, if you'll be in the position of our offside sidewalker, which is going to be between these 2 orange cones. The instructor's going to kind of check the girth, make sure everything looks good with the saddle as Buck is getting all squared up. And I'm just going to tuck these out of the way a little bit so they won't interfere with getting on. All right, what's your question?
We're ready.
Ask you to come to this side just in case you need to help her leg come over. Hannah's got a little bit of weight in that stirrup as she comes up and over. There you go. Alright, we're going to leave you out of the stirrups for right now. And Aislinn's going to start her horse. We'll stop and just talk about safety checks really quickly and get your stirrups set, okay? So things that I'm looking for as an instructor are to make sure she's sitting in the middle of her saddle, both from the side and from the back. I'm going to make sure the saddle is centered. Check on the girth one more time, and I think I'll go up and over. I want the girth snug enough so that I can get about 2 fingers in and kind of squeeze them a little bit. And this strap doesn't come on this side. How here's what you do. We'll try to even up these stirrups. We want the stirrups to hit just right at the ankle bone with the bottom of the stirrup so that she has a little bend in her leg when she puts her foot in the stirrup. Alright, let's give that a try, Aislinn, and see what you do. So we want Aislinn's ball of her foot to be in the stirrup. We want her heel pointed down. We bend the knees. I think that's pretty close. Alright, you ready to walk on? Ideal position for a rider is to have the ear, the shoulder, the hip, and the ankle all in a line. Okay, let's start demonstrating some of the holds. So can you guys show us an ankle hold? So with the ankle hold, the thumb is on one side of the ankle, that's the ankle bone, and the other fingers are making a C to cup the ankle. In this position, you can have some downward pressure if needed to help the foot stay in position. You can keep your rider on the horse, and you can be able to move well with them both at a walk and a trot. All right, let's switch to a thigh hold, ladies. So with a thigh hold, the forearm rests against the rider's thigh, and the fingers of that arm that's holding the thigh either hook on to a saddle pad or the saddle to provide some security. You kind of brace that arm against the leg and against the thigh. This holds for riders that need a little bit more support, that are a little bit more fearful or have poor balance. And then we do a combination hold where we do a thigh and ankle hold together. So that we just combine the two. This is really good for riders who, once again, might have a lot of fear. It makes them feel very secure. If you'll switch your hands, that's probably your better position. It doesn't block your forward motion as much. For riders that are very insecure, it also is a good hold to assume if there's ever an emergency and you feel like there's some sliding going on, then you can go ahead and stop. All right, and then we have a spotter hold. And that's just a visual hold. You're keeping your eyes on your rider. You're making sure that nothing's going on, that they need your support. This is for our more independent kids who are moving the balance and are moving toward being more independent with the horse. All right, so you may be wondering how our side walkers and side aids help our riders. So we're going to go through some of the things that they're being asked to do in class so that you're familiar with it and so that you know how to help. So we're going to ask our rider to pick up the reins. So Aislinn did it very independently. If our side aids needed to help, they can either repeat the instructor's direction or maybe just give a little tap on the hand or maybe say something to help her to remember what to do. There are some occasional situations where you actually have to be hand over hand, so I might have to take Aislinn's hand and put it on the reins and help her hold it. So those are the various degrees of help that our side aids can give. But Aislinn doesn't need that, so she's got the reins independently. Can you show us, Aislinn, how you stop your horse? So she's going to raise the reins with straight elbows. Can you show me with straight elbows? There you go. To halt the horse. And this puts her spine in a good alignment for a halt. Can you show me how you would turn the horse toward my way? Yeah. So she slides down the reins and opens wide with her arms. So I'm going to let you slide all the way down the arms this time. Put all your fingers around it and then pull out. Good. All right, and then back to the middle. Good. Can you show them 2-point, please? So she's going to place her hands on the withers and lift her bottom up out of the saddle. Keep than her feet in the stirrups. All right, so after our horse is squared up, we'll ask Aislinn to put the reins up on the horse's neck. Take her feet out of the stirrups. Good. I'm going to move this stirrup up and out of the way. We'll let you lean forward, give them a big hug. One foot. There you go. And the leg comes over. And sometimes the sidewalker helps with that. Getting that leg over. And she's going to lower herself to the ground. Good job, Aislinn. We'll give him a pat for a good job. All right, we're going to talk just a little bit about the members of the team. So the horse leader is Tina. Tina's going to give you a little wave and smile. So she is in charge of the horse. Her role in the team is to make sure that the horse is following directions, that the horse is safe, that the horse is doing what the instructor needs in the lesson plan. And then our two sidewalkers are Hannah and Taylor, and their jobs are to communicate with the rider. Now, we have usually found it most helpful if there is one voice speaking to the rider rather than both sidewalkers talking at the same time. That being said, there's some occasions where the offside sidewalker, which is Hannah, would be needing to communicate, for instance, on right-hand turns or things that are happening on the right side of the body. But in general, our lead sidewalker, who's Taylor over there, is going to be doing most of the communication, most of the little corrections that need to happen, and also communicating with her other sidewalker and the horse leader if need be. If something needs to change, if we need to make some adjustments. The most important thing to remember is just feel free to talk with each other and to tell each other what's happening. If something's going on the horse, I'm expecting Tina to let the rest of the team know. If something's going on with the rider, then I expect the sidewalkers to let the horse leader know. Communication is key in this situation. Occasionally there are some emergencies that happen where the rider needs to come off quickly, so we're going to simulate that happening. We're going to imagine that our horse is stung by a bee and is moving off too quickly, so it's an emergency and we need an emergency dismount. Is that clear? Yeah. All right, a nice gentle simulation of the rider being hugged off the horse. All right, in an emergency situation, I want to talk you through kind of what you just saw and what happened. What needs to happen is clearly communication between the two sidewalkers. So usually the rider will be moving to one side versus the other if they need to come off quickly. The lead sidewalker will take the lead and ask the off sidewalker, is the stirrup clear? At the same time they're asking the question, they're clearing their stirrup. Once they get confirmation from the other sidewalker that her stirrup is clear, then the lead sidewalker can grasp the rider by the hips, pull them off. The offside sidewalker is going to lift the leg over the horse's neck to help the rider come off. I hope that helps explain what you saw and makes it a little bit clearer of all the moving parts that need to happen to have a smooth emergency dismount.